We're joined again by Craig Button. Craig, the Canadiens' second line of Patrik Laine, Alex Newhook, and Kirby Dach leveled this game for Montreal. What's making that combo so effective right now for Marty St. Louis?
I think there's a few things. I think, number one, let's start with Kirby Dach. I think Kirby Dach is not just back to health after rehabilitating the knee injury. He's got his level of conditioning up to the performance level that's necessary to be an impact. And he's playing the game in this middle of the ice like somebody that can move all around the ice. Patrik Laine's return has been really significant for the offense, not just on the power play. And Alex Newhook, with his speed, just looks more and more comfortable playing on the left wing. So you have different elements that support the other players' game, and then they're feeding off of one another. Marty St. Louis last week said that, it's not just that they're skating, it's that they're moving to the right places, they're reading each other, and now they're being able to take advantage because they do have skill. Laine, Dach, and Newhook have skill. This is such great news for the Montreal Canadiens because it takes the burden of scoring off that top line of Suzuki and Caulfield. Slafkovsky's found his way back on the line, performing really well. And now you've got a team offensively that's deeper and more of a challenge for opponents. And that second line has been really strong for the Montreal Canadiens over the last number of games. And that's great news for the Montreal Canadiens.
And Craig, I would say you got a team in Montreal now that's starting to believe in themselves more than anything, because despite going down 2-0 here on Tuesday, they battled back. They haven't lost back-to-back games since mid-December. So what do you think this run means for the Habs? And I got to ask, Craig, are you starting to believe in this team as a playoff-type club?
Absolutely, Glenn. Watching them last week on the road in Utah and Dallas, you could see it. And after the Dallas game, I made the comment, I said, there's not a team that they're going to play, a place that they're going to play where they don't believe they can win the game. I mean, they were never ahead in the game versus the New York Rangers on Sunday after that kind of real blow-up in the second half of the game versus Toronto on Saturday. They find a way to win that game. They fall behind here to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they find a way to win that game. They're resilient. They're a good team. And now they're performing. And, I keep hearing about rebuild. Yeah, they're going to continue to build, and they're going to continue to try to climb up and make their team stronger. But working along those lines and being a buyer at the deadline are not mutually exclusive. Those are things that can be accomplished at the same time. I know they're trying to sign Jake Evans, but if they can't sign Jake Evans, don't trade him. You're not going to get a player that's going to come and help you this year. This team needs to have the ability to taste success. Everybody talks about culture. Well, there's two kinds of cultures. There's culture of winning and knowing what it takes to win, and then there's culture of losing. The Montreal Canadiens have been in that losing culture, and you don't want these young players to continue to be in that spot. So, yeah, based on their play, I think they have to be a buyer.
Well, they're flying high right now, and most impressively, the Habs, Craig, improved to 9-4 against the Atlantic Division this season.